good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. My name is Naya. I'm from New York City, and I started this YouTube channel just to talk, just simply to talk. I was born and raised in New York City. I've traveled 27 countries now, 25 of them were by myself. And for a very long time, I've been saying I'm going to start a channel. And what's really funny is that I am around the same age as Marquez Brownlee. And around the same time that he was doing like tech related videos, I was like, oh wow, like I can do the same thing. Back then, like I was, a kid learning Java and taking apart cell phones, and eventually like in high school had my own business, like fixing cell phones and in college. But I just kept saying like I want to do tech reviews, and even at one point when I had my first apartment, I bought all this equipment, camera, everything. And did nothing. I did not actually, no, I think I just recorded a few videos. Just never posted them, honestly. But yeah, I just recorded videos, never posted them. I was always quite nervous. Also, I was like a lot younger. I think like most people get scared of the comments and not being good enough, etc., or not having enough to say, or trying to grab people's attention. And that's not what this channel is going to be about. I'm so different now than I was back then. This show is going to be just me sharing life with you. There's recently a woman, her name is Dough Dash, Dough Dash, and she had been like posting like very inspirational videos about like her life struggles right now and being a door dasher and just trying to make ends meet. I'm not gonna lie, I was tuning into her content like every single day. And I liked it. And, even times, I'm gonna be honest, like times that perhaps like I was feeling a little bit down, I would listen to her videos and it made me feel really good. So long story short, I was telling my friends about like her and just saying how like, wow, I think I could probably do something similar. And everyone was like, yeah, you can and you should because you have a lot of life experience, like a crazy amount of life experience. Like it's really funny. I have like people in my life who are like 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and they're like, I've not been through half the things that you've been through. So I I am making this channel. I just started another channel uh that's going to be just focused mainly on tech, business automation stuff. But this one is going to be like me talking to you about random things, life, my takes on things. So I actually have a personal blog I call it a digital garden at niammoss.com. And where I just like there's a section called Ethereal Epiphanies where I just talk about like let's say I'm watching something and I'm like, oh, like I actually have my own thought about that and have my own take on it. I just like write a post on it. So I figured I should do like an audio version. So that's what this will be. It'll be an audio version of my written ethereal epiphanies. I feel like I won't like drown you with too much information in this video, but it's just to say hello and get to know me. And if all of this seems of interest to you, maybe I can tell you a few more interesting things about myself. So I moved out very young, went to a tech boot camp, then got my own place at 21, lived in Europe for quite a long time, traveled all over Europe, a bit in South America. And it's really crazy. I've had lots of really great experiences just by myself, being alone by myself, meeting people. I really have to say, I think really every year I feel like I've grown a lot because of my experiences. And I feel like if you ever notice, I'm neurodivergent. And I feel like the more experiences I had, especially bad ones, the more it made me an empathetic person, understanding person. And I'm the kind of person that is like, I remember, I don't mean to make this video so long, but I remember hearing an illustration about like, you're on the train and this woman, she's frantic. You're thinking, oh, she's just late for work. And when the doors open, like you're on the door, and when the doors open, she just pushed past you so hard she nearly knocks you down, and she's running, and you never turn around to see why. And what you don't know is that she had lost her son at a previous stop and came back around. And I love that illustration because I think so many of us in this world, like we don't see the other side of what people are thinking, experiencing. We don't think about what they might have been through, what they're currently going through. So that just gives you like a little bit of a take of like how I think. And I'm that person on the train who's like, okay, that was weird. Why did she push me? And I would turn around and figure out like why. And if I turned around and there was no kid, I would still be like, well, you know what? Maybe there's some there's some people in the lake. But yeah, I'm definitely the type of person, even if I turned around and and like there was no child, I would still think like maybe she's late for work and she's about to get fired or something. Or, I always try to, I always, it is a fault of mine. I give too much benefit of the doubt and I'm working on that. But I'm definitely the type of person that I'm like, when something happens or someone acts a certain way, I'm like, there's probably a reason. And I always really work really hard to like figure out what that is. So yeah, you'll get to know me a bit more, like how I think in that sort of way. But yeah, I'm not gonna let my tech stop me, like not having the right equipment or this and that. This should just be different from our other channel. Me talking to you. I talk a lot. I talk a lot. I will try to get to the point and keep these under 10 to 15 minutes. I don't think what else I can tell you about. The other thing is that I'm a polymath and I'll say aspiring polyglot. And I hope you can't hear the kids in the lake right now, but yeah, I say aspiring because I understand lots of languages, but I can't speak them all fluently, which is okay because I don't want to be like it'll be nice to be fluent someday. My goal is like by 40 45 to be fluent in at least five languages, which, if I go back down the path of practicing again, I think can happen. But yeah, so anyway, I love to learn. I spend lots of time like learning and reading, lots of time reading research papers. I'm really big on psychology. I probably should mention this early in the beginning. Like I'm really big on like art, science, nature, psychology, biology. I guess that's nature. So yeah, you'll hear lots of that. I think also if you want to get some more ideas of like things I'll be talking about, just you can check out my blog too. A lot of things will be there, of just like who I am and what's my mindset. And maybe I'll share some technical stuff here, but I'll keep most of the technical stuff for the other channel. But trying to think if there's anything else. I think that's it for now, to be honest. Yeah, really just channel. Guess I should also mention themes like, yeah, not only talking about psychology, being a polymath, etc., but like I talk a lot about like personal growth, self-development. I mean, I have a whole thing about self-development and personal growth and using the right words here, but I'd say personal growth. I think development really should happen in like your teens, 20s. And then you should grow from there based on your experiences. I don't know. That's just the way that I feel. I feel like the sun is gonna go down pretty soon. Maybe I should have filmed in the direction of the sunset because it's pretty beautiful right now. But yeah. Anyway, I actually took some notes just in case if I missed anything. Yeah. Oh my gosh, how did I miss this? I think I did mention earlier a little bit that I work in tech. I don't know if that's revealed anybody. That yeah, I've been in tech for 15 years. When I say tech, I mean like tech the sector, but also like technical roles. So working as an IT manager, IT director, director of information security. I might get into that a little bit here as well, just giving my takes on where the industry's going, job market, things that I've seen. How I saw a decline in like infosec and IT jobs in Europe like 2 or 3 years ago. Like yeah, and I'm starting to see that a lot of the things I saw happen in small businesses and startups in Europe, I'm seeing here. And yeah, so yeah, maybe I'll talk about these things too. So anyway, this is just an introduction for now. Just let you know what this is going to be about. One of my favorite people to listen to on YouTube is Dr. Ken Mogi. I could be wrong, but I think he did write the book on Ikigai. And I really love that he like does these videos of like him like while he's walking in the forest. I would love there's a forest nearby and a trail. I would love do that right now. But like 2 weeks ago, I was like on the trail and I was like, I'm gonna be one of those people that like, records a video while I'm hiking. And not even joking, I'm so glad I had my phone out. There were like it had rained that morning and there were like fresh bare paws like in the dirt, like and it was so deep that I could see the claws and it was like still wet. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, there's a bear nearby. Long and behold, just yesterday, a large black bear walked by. So given I don't have bear spray, I'm not going hiking over there for a while. Or at least, I want to give it a little bit of a break, especially since, folks on next door saying like, yeah, they've been having lots of bear sightings. And yeah, I don't have bear spray. I mean, I could carry a knife, but I don't like to harm animals, even if it was attacking me, rather spray it or something. But yeah, anyway, just want to say hello, give an introduction. Hope this wasn't too long of me rambling. But yeah, I just want to say welcome. Thank you for listening for this long. If you skipped around, that's okay too. I just appreciate you being here, checking out my channel. And the most important thing is that I want to know that I'm giving value to you. So I know like the cliche thing is say like, comment, and subscribe, but like really, can you actually do that? Have a great day. Have a great evening.